than MIBR did. But we're into MIBR's map pick. They did struggle yesterday against Isurus. I think it ended up being 16-14, just barely getting it done at the end.
Yeah, not really a great showing out of MIBR. They did end up beating the Argentinian side in that matchup, but yeah, Overpass was looking a little bit rough for them. Right now, this is their redemption match to show that their Overpass is just as strong as we are used to seeing it, and it does look like MIBR will be heading into B now very quickly.
Yeah, they are on the left side of that pillar, so Ye, who was prepping a grenade down there, it would have been the left side, so it wouldn't have done all that much damage.
Nice shot.
Shot from Fur, and wow, Fallen is wise to sick and company coming across there, being Stanislaw. MIBR have yet to take a tick of damage, looking to make an absolute flawless run on the pistol round. Similar to what they did on Dust 2. Got to remember, MIBR won both of those pistols, but they lost both of the second rounds in those halves as well. Hey, damage has been dealt, but that's not going to help out the case. MIBR are going to wipe it clean for the next round. compLexity, I mean, MIBR have to know if Force Buy is coming their way. They have to think that.
Yeah, I do imagine compLexity will be forcing up. Yeah, there it is. You're calling it, Dallas. And we're going to see the scouts onto the field. Stanislaw is going to pick up a 5.7 alongside some armor. Yay with that Deagle armor, 6 CZ armor. Plenty of utility, actually, on the compLexity side as well. And then 2 scouts to get that chip damage in. They can just start pegging these players, move away, get a little bit more passive. And it does look like compLexity has started off. We're going to see Def heading towards this party area to start some action for us.
Taking a peek at T-Ramp. CTs have mollied that off, though, but already ahead of this one is Phelps and Fur. They're working their way up. Def got that first, but he's going to pay for it with his life. And Stanislaw's there as well, who's trying to support and aid to get his retreat out there in time, but they couldn't beat the retreat fast enough.
Okay, it does look like compLexity will be consolidating their efforts towards this A bomb site now. As you're seeing Sick give up that B area, moving into A, will be MIBR now, just keeping it very slow, looking for any other CT that's going to attempt to even this one up. We're seeing Taco lurking outside towards Monster, Fur on the edge of this T side of bathroom, but nothing really happening from the MIBR camp here as they're taking this one very, very slow, and Ye is going to punish them for it there. A nice shot onto Fur. He's going to keep on going, might get caught here.
Surprise.
And there it is.
He just kept gassing it.
But you know what?
coldzera, did he just spot Sick?
I don't think he did.
He was actually on the screen. There's the spot. Phelps will come right around from the back end of that one, and Shazam is left alone to try and make magic happen here with a scout.
Yeah, MIBR is going to be sending in coldzera towards this A bomb site to scout it out. If coldzera doesn't make any contact, he's going to call it clear. That's when we'll see the bomb right up towards that short area. Taco now lurking on the, well, short B presence and possibly moving in towards that A bomb site as well. Here we go. Oh, doesn't even get to that point as coldzera takes down a rotating Shazam. And MIBR are going to find their second fairly easily.
Just gave him the boop right on the nose. And MIBR, right, 2 up. And compLexity are going to have to finally lose a second Force Buy round, so they will just yield out a couple pistols here. Do some chip damage if they may. They have to prevent MIBR from having such a wildly successful third round here that they could afford to lose a couple bodies in the next round, that 4th round. So I don't think that's actually going to be the case. They've done enough damage. The most expensive player on the round right now is Phelps. He's got $3,600 and a nice nade stack towards mid. That's going to push Stanislaw back. Takes 70 damage from that one. But he was there to try and pick up a kill as quickly, or information as quickly as he could, to feed to the team that's on B. The rest 4 players are down there.
Does look like MIBR are taking this round towards long A right now. 3 members of the MIBR side moving very quickly up into this A bomb site here. Does look like compLexity will be stacking, actually sending those rotations over towards A right now. MIBR is going to have a lot of enemies now to deal with if they so choose to move into A.
I mean, yeah, the jump peak is there from Stanislaw, and he has spotted when he was over top of the APC, he spotted one T that was out there.
Def is about to flash long.
They're going to take the fight before that even happens. That flash could actually hurt more than help, but still, just having the superior firepower and the fact that Sick is traded teams, he gets a team kill on that round, and MIBR secure it anyways, only taking 1 casualty, no problem at all, because Fallen went into that round with a pistol anyways. He was trying to save up his cash for the AWP.
And remember, for those of you just tuning in, this is our second map of a BO3 series. Dust 2 actually went the way of compLexity, taking that one 16-11, and now we move on to Overpass, which is actually MIBR's pick, where we're finding them in the lead right now, very early on, 3-0.
All right. Rubber's on the road now. Both teams have 1 AWP. You got Augs in there. You got Krieg in there, too, from coldzera. been preferring that one. coldzera dumps the smoke so he can get in short as quickly as he can. Sick actually took a ton of damage. Was that a nade stack?
They forced the Molotov,
Oh, they forced
actually.
the Molotov.
Yeah.
They took like 80 damage each from that molly, it looked like, and they are just going to march their way into this site. You see Def Smoke's behind him, so he's a little bit of cover up on top of this pillar. He swings out, has the first. Fallen's going to be hard-pressed to find this kill. In fact, a team flash comes in to delay him. This is actually giving some extra space for Shazam to show up and be part of this party.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, Def does get taken down there. Wide swinging on the right side of that bomb site. Shazam now does get tagged. I do imagine he's going to be looking for the save, but unfortunately for him, Phelps is already on the lurk here, making his way across through that long A area of the map. He's going to be looking for Shazam, who's going to be looking to save.
Yeah, that's an ouch. And MIBR have money to spare to warrant the hunt.
Exactly.
So there is a price on Shazam's head right now.
Able to find one.
He commits his body for the greater good, and Fur takes the kill, and they will get the AWP at the absolute last millisecond.
Yeah, that was a
round.
quick.
I was like,
yeah,
come on,
that
guys.
was really confusing there. Fur.
Well, they had
maybe
two AWPs on the field is what happened.
Okay.
They were deciding, well, you pick it up. No, I'll pick it up. And if they ended up with two AWPs, it's not the end of the world, but it's awkward for the T side.
Yeah, on a map like Overpass, you generally want to avoid the 2-op setup. I mean, it's definitely viable on other maps for sure. But just going on to a map like Overpass, you want to have those AKs to take those really fast plays, to take those tight angles. But compLexity right now looking at a little bit of a force buy here. Yay and Sick with that armor, and they're going to be aggressing towards middle.
They are right up in your face right now. They've got there silently as well, up against the wall with the benches. They might look for a boost to peer in. Fur takes a double take. He takes the bottom of the totem pole, actually looks away, trying to transfer a bit too early. He loses his life, and it's a 3v3 right now with an AK in Ye's hands. Though coldzera now having connector control is basically the buffer for the remaining two players to safely make their way and confidently into the B site.
Exactly. coldzera playing that pillar position. Essentially, anybody who has to come down or look for that quick rotation towards B has to come by coldzera. So that's going to allow MIBR now to get that bomb down. I don't imagine that compLexity will be contesting this, as Shazam only has that AK, no armor. Ye does have a little bit of armor, but he's heavily damaged. So it's a wiser choice to go for that save, and that's exactly what compLexity is going to do. Great start to the half for MIBR.
I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, it's a great start for MIBR, and the fact that compLexity come out of this round, minimal investment, and come out with two AKs is good.
Yeah, definitely going to help their cause. Is, you know, you don't want to be spending too much going into these buy rounds. Of course, the money loss bonus is starting to kick in their favor, but you're always going to want to save yourself around 3K, right? Just off the fact that they don't have to buy that M4. They've got that AK only valued at 2,700, but still, it's going to save them. It's better than buying an M4 for 33, right?
Oh yeah, but
or 31,
I mean,
sorry.
At this point, I gotta look to the future of compLexity. These have been some pretty resounding, confident round wins for MIBR.
Yeah.
compLexity, they did have that one where they tried to gamble push that Molotov on short, and it lost two players their lives. I mean, that hurt a lot. coldzera got 2 assists for that Molotov, or I think maybe it was Fallen that threw that Molotov. But coldzera was involved in it, and MIBR right now are in command. They've got another rifle round coming their way in the hands of compLexity. They've got a little better of a spot, actually, for compLexity. They've got that AWP in Shazam's hand. Last time, I believe he had just chest armor, so everybody's suited up with head armor. I don't know if that's going to have that much value, but that is a stinger of a nade.
Massive nade coming up from the MIBR side. Stanislaw down to 10 HP, Ye down to 53, and on top of that, we're going to see MIBR on the other portion of the map actually take very quick long control. They push back the CTs into this A bomb site as well. This is the opportunity for MIBR now to start spreading the map, start looking for kills.
I mean, Ye is right here, just on the other side of the blue door. Sick is in short as well. Meanwhile, there's a fight at long. So compLexity have a little bit of information here and a faster rotate if they want to come help this A site. Surprise, surprise. Taco opens and the door shuts immediately. Ye caught a couple shots to the face as the keyhole has been opened up into a big gaping hole, and it looks like he'll fall out of this one. So a lot of damage. Those nades we talked about before, it had to have been a double nade because Stanislaw dropped down to 10 HP.
Shazam now with that AWP. What is he able to do? Already finding Taco now. We do have a lurk towards long as well that might catch Shazam off. And there it is. coldzera taking him down. Stanislaw does trade it out with 10 HP, but with only 10 HP, it's a very easy kill for Fur to pick up. Ye now trying to make something happen for his squad as he does trade out for.
Okay, Ye just needs to chill out, hang out in the bank, make sure that MIBR can't overpress or whatever. It's going to be up to Sick now to rotate his way in. He's going to choose long A, and Phelps is looking the wrong direction. First couple shots way off the mark. Phelps able to reset. Sick does the second repeat on that one, gets the kill. It'll be all up to Fallen. 1v1 now as he swings out. Sick is just up a creek on that one. Comes out, it looks like maybe even with a grenade in his hand. But MIBR succeed on a 6th round in a row.
I love that from Fallen there, taking the round into his own hands. He realizes that, hey, playing down towards the short area isn't the greatest call in the world, so he's going to get aggressive. He's actually going to catch Ye off, who I assume was expecting Fallen to be at a distance position with that AWP, and then he's going to catch Sick off with a nade in hand. So a great clutch coming out from Fallen there to give MIBR their 6th, and they're starting to run away with this first half.
Yeah, it's starting to look a bit problematic considering it's a CT-sided map, and MIBR haven't shown any signs of real weakness. The best it's been is that just last round right there. And I'd say MIBR just got away with it with a 1v2 clutch from Fallen. But with just some pistols here and armor, it's going to be every other round where compLexity are able to apply full pressure against MIBR. So I don't see really any change in the path that this game is starting to show. You need some wicked change in positional advantage for compLexity. They have pushed on eco rounds up to Fountain, but no craziness with their rifles. I think they might need to take a taste in that.
All right, it does look like MIBR will be starting to consolidate their efforts as you're seeing Fallen peeking in towards that A bomb site, not able to find too much here. We do see the same lurk from Taco outside by that monster area, but for the most part, MIBR favoring that A bomb site by the looks of it.
Yeah, they are really taking their time against what they know is going to be a half-buy. They've already killed Ye, and they recognize that there were no rifles there. A deep smoke lands there on the bridge of the B site, and the trajectory of that smoke coming down may actually be a tell between Sick, who watched that or witnessed that smoke coming down, that was a long ball toss.
Okay, Shazam with a little bit of contact towards long. He also spots out Phelps now, so compLexity know this is going to be an A hit. Unfortunately, are they going to be able to do this with only pistols?
Well, they had 4 players here, but they are melting. For Phelps and coldzera with the last statement,
Completely
a 7-0 start. This is a great T-half, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, and this is something that I saw as soon as Overpass came into the map pool. I just felt like compLexity on a map like Overpass would be outclassed by MIBR. They've really got to start to come alive right now as we're nearing the middle part of this first half. compLexity really finding no success whatsoever, whether it be entry or first frags on the round or even coming back to retake on site. MIBR is completely shutting them down right now, Dallas, and compLexity really need to pick up the pace. They really need to let that individual skill shine that we saw at a Def and Sick if they want to have a chance in this game.
As a matter of fact, I had made the statement earlier that compLexity have been pretty reserved with their rifles, either hanging back on the sites or playing, well, really on the sites.
There has been a couple of rounds where they've tried that aggression.
Right.
We saw that short,
but it was through a Molotov. That was just ill-advised.
Yeah, and then we also saw Def re-aggressing towards long on a couple rounds. So compLexity has tried it a couple times to get aggressive, but MIBR just seems to have an answer for any type of aggression that compLexity are going to attempt.
I got to be thinking, it's strange to say this, but I got to be thinking about the third map already.
Oh, man.
This is so unfair. It looks like MIBR have this in control. T-side already perfect so far, and compLexity have only had a handful of rounds where they had a man advantage. Their best chance was that retake against Fallen, which he dealt death. Nice flashbangs in. That upsets 6 aim. He's going to be right on top of this pillar, and he swings out a bit too far. Now you got to be thinking you got your 3 players that are all combined over here towards short. Do they actually go for a retake right here? That kill might bait them into it.
Stanislaw on 2 HP, though. It's going to be a save coming up for compLexity once again. MIBR favoring a fairly simple strat there. You just saw the pop flashes come out first. They don't actually throw the smokes right away. They throw the flashes first to allow themselves to entry. They're going to catch the compLexity players completely blind, and while that's happening, you have Fallen smoking off heaven. So once MIBR actually penetrate the site, they're able to just move around freely within it, not having to worry about that heaven area.
Yeah.
And we're going to see the save come out of the Cole team.
Well, I commend compLexity. They had actually read the correct strategy that MIBR were going to employ. It was going to be some kind of B strike, so they had nobody on A. They had 3 players in that connector side ready to react. But the two inherent defenders on B could not stand long enough. He had an op and he had a rifle on there. They instantly melted, which really makes it doesn't matter how close your players are. If they have to come out of that blue door, filter in, think about throwing some grenades into the site to think about a retake. You're not there fast enough, no matter where you are. As long as you're on the other side of that blue door, you're of no help. You might as well be on that A site.
Exactly, exactly. MIBR now looking at plenty of cash in their back pockets. compLexity off of that save, able to buy back up like nothing ever happened, but stuff has been happening. They're down by 8 rounds right now, and as we progress towards the end of this first half, Dallas, if compLexity even want a shot in the second one, they got to start picking up rounds, and they got to start picking them up right now.
Well, they're going to take short again. We've seen compLexity actually flex on short and take short every now and then, but MIBR have just been wily in the fact that they've either avoided it and gone towards the A site, or they've just managed to find it at the right time when now compLexity have decided to abandon it, you know? So now the B defense has shifted yet again. Ye and Sick are holding along the monster side wall, working together in a flash and an anti-flash position. Sick just burying his head into the sand into the corner of the wall. But this is a good spot because they've got information. Def is all the way up in the playground, and he knows that nobody's quite home. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
nice
beautiful
boost, and what a tough shot, too, because he didn't rush it either. So now that leaves Sick all alone. Oh, he swings out just at the wrong time. Op for op. Traded back. Now there's a chance for compLexity to make an effort here, but Stanislaw needs to do well all by himself. 1v3 for the time being. He knows that he's got the call that he's wounded players. One of those is now being assisted out, so Def knows there's one wounded, one healthy out here.
Def with a real good opportunity to close this one out. coldzera, the only member of MIBR that's alive with any HP, is Taco down to 21 now. If Def can pick up this frag, which he is unable to commit to, coldzera now taking him down. MIBR onto their 9th, and compLexity, well, at least they've got that money loss bonus, giving them a little bit of boost, giving them the option or the choice if they want to buy up into this. And you know what? They're going to take it, Dallas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they've got that going for them. Now, this is different. I mean, earlier today when
that boost.
Yeah, this boost, just real accurate one
Beautiful,
tap right
beautiful.
there. And like I said, he didn't rush it. He saw that Ye was moving, and he just decided, you know, if he moves out of my position, it was just untimely. If he had gotten there a half second early, it would have been a lot easier. But he just took his time, took the kill, and opened up that B site a little bit easier, which may have been the tipping point, because you saw it came down to a 2v2 on that site before the bomb was even planted. So now you've got a situation of lackluster rifles and lackluster utility for compLexity. Just a handful of players that even have grenades. And then MIBR, of course, the way they've been playing, lights out. There's no problem economically speaking. It seems like if they win this round to the remainder of the half, they shouldn't have a problem with money.
All right. MIBR now, they've taken that connector control. They pushed out towards middle. compLexity playing a very heavy A setup here, as we are going to see Stanislaw in that bathrooms area with 2 players outside long, being Def and Shazam, and it's going to be Shazam to take down Phelps. Is he able to get more? Will Def hop in here? Def is going to be traded out by Fur, and we are into a 4-on-3.
And Stanislaw with a quick flank right there.
Lovely.
Yeah, this is a much better spot. You know what? I love that compLexity have changed their defaults almost every round. They've adapted. They've changed. They're not being stagnant. They're actually coming in here. Stanislaw is making the calls, say, okay, we're going to do this and this differently. Swap it around. So you've got another man advantage. compLexity just need to hang on to this one. It's a 2v2 on this A site right now, with Shazam and Sick being your guys that are chilling. Shazam's, though, his barrel has been spotted by Fallen. There's the peak, and Fallen will even the scoreline.
Yeah, now as we move into that 2v2 scenario, Sick moving into the A bomb site. Is MIBR going to check this Optimus area? And it is going to happen as Taco, a great shot onto Sick, and it's onto Ye now to get this round on the board.
1v2, he has to replicate what Fallen had done in a 1v2 clutch earlier, I think at like round 6 or so. But Taco is ever vigilant, watching on that long A side, and compLexity are unable to gravitate towards a round win with even a 3-2 advantage with less than 20 seconds on the clock. They couldn't quite get it done. And there's a timeout from compLexity to talk about this. So,
rightfully so.
Yeah, you definitely need to at some point. But, I mean, Stanislaw has been giving a lot of different commands to the team. And that's actually, a lot of people don't look into that. If an in-game leader is behind 0-10, but you decide to just run the same strats over and over and over again, that is actually super demoralizing to the players on the team. But I've seen different strats from compLexity every time. So as long as you give tasks for your teammates, no matter what, they've got a new task to do, a new task, and it keeps everybody's morale a little bit higher.
Exactly. compLexity are changing it up like you just mentioned. They're looking for opportunities elsewhere. When the round doesn't find them success right off the bat, they're going to run another setup, see if that setup might find them a little bit of success. Unfortunately for them, though, MIBR is hitting every single shot. Even when they go down in numbers, when MIBR looks like they're going to lose the round, they just stay cool, they stay composed, and they're able to bring themselves back to find the round victory. So 10-0 is our scoreline now, as we see compLexity onto another bit of a force buy. Maybe MIBR is able to hit 11 here, unless compLexity hits some great shots.
Yeah, it's going to take some great shots. Def has a scout, and we know what he can do with that, just as he had done on Dust 2. He's chilling in the bathrooms right now with Shazam out in front of him. And you're getting pretty close, danger close. Nice little double peek right there, but Ye is unable to convert to this, but he's actually baiting Fur out wider and wider to the fountain, but the second or third player wasn't there in the bathrooms to be able to capitalize on that. So now you got a 5-3 advantage with a minute and change still on the clock, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for MIBR to just stack up another round.
Stanislaw now aggressing towards this catwalk. Phelps is patiently waiting. Phelps able to take him down with ease in that shot. And now it does look like MIBR will be heading off into this B bomb site.
Smoke in, plant. Just, I mean, MIBR have no problem with money forever. I mean, it's been a long ball. So I don't know. What do you do here if you're compLexity? From my point of view, I don't have that kind of in-game leadership. I wouldn't know what to do, because at some point in time, Stanislaw might just say, you know what? Who has an idea on here? Who can get creative? Yeah. Who else can stand up and come up with an idea that would upset MIBR's momentum?
Well, I'd like to see compLexity actually fight for that connector control into this round here. Maybe even get that op towards the long A area to make that presence and just shut it down. MIBR really being able to control the middle area with ease is what compLexity is finding trouble with. MIBR is able to just move around the map at their own will, and compLexity are just playing backup, or basically catch up to whatever MIBR choose to do. It's a reactionary CS that compLexity is playing. I'd like to see them, sorry about getting my words tied up there. I'd like to see them get a little bit more initiative going.
Proactive, yeah. Shazam hits a great shot against Phelps, but it passes through concrete. So, man, you just can't catch a break, it seems. You invest into this one, a double op side. Shazam and Ye are working those. Ye's op is actually watching Monster Tunnel, while Shazam is watching the backside of Def. And they've got a kill. They're looking for a second kill as well. Great damage has been dealt. This is starting to shape up like compLexity might be able to pull this round out.
That early contention from Shazam towards Connector, and now by this divider area, able to take down Taco, but coldzera does trade it out. Still, MIBR have two members very low on HP, as Fallen really the only person with any type of health. Now Ye taking down coldzera will be a 3-on-2 now, as MIBR look to be favoring this A bomb site, and the bomb is down towards long, so they have to recover this as well.
We've seen this one play out before, but compLexity know where the bomb is. Last time it was Fallen and Taco that managed to pull out a 2v3 disadvantage to a round win. Phelps swinging the corner. It's a double hop for the T side, though. This is, with how wounded they are, maybe it works out. They've got two players on this A site. Maybe it works.
I wonder if Six is going to get his first kill this round. He's sitting at 0-11 here.
Yeah, I was trying not to mention that. Ye gets baited out from that. Fallen jumped around, so Ye tried to swing out to pin him against the wall. And it's going to be Stanislaw to rotate up and in. Sick looking for some help out here. You mentioned he's been having a rough game so far on Overpass. Utility being used by MIBR to choke up and give them a little bit more comfort to plant this bomb. Sick, does he come through the smoke? Because he should be able to broadside this Opper straight up.
Ooh, Fallen with great awareness now, taking down Stanislaw on the flank. Sick, the final member, and Phelps is watching this smoke. So this could be another round that looked like it was going to be going compLexity's way, being turned on its head, as some great opping out of Fallen, as well as Phelps with his progression in the map are able to get into that A bomb site.
Timing. Sick is on the board, and if he manages a clutch to get compLexity's one and only round so far,
he's not anticipating
that'd be
Fallen
amazing.
Long.
Yeah, the bomb's planted for the bathrooms, and Fallen took his sweet time rotating around. Sick does have a kit, and he wants this shot. He's so nervous. He's committed that it was going to be bathrooms, and Fallen just rounds the corner and secures another clutch. It was Fallen and Taco before, and now Fallen again on any kind of 2v3 situation. As long as he's alive, you're good to go.
When Fallen starts playing like this is where it gets scary, right? This is the Fallen that we've all come to know, all come to love, and he's hitting some great shots, and it does seem like compLexity are just not able to keep up with it at this point in the game. I mean, Dust 2 looked great for the compLexity side, but as we move on to Overpass, it's a completely new MIBR sitting at 12-0 right now.
Yeah. compLexity
Forcing up just to try and get themselves into this first half.
Yeah, still struggling. So they actually go for a buy right here instead of a half buy, so that they have rifles in the next round. They'll go for a buy here. If they don't win it, they'll actually have rifles in the absolute last round. So that's what they choose to do. I like that idea too, because it gives you 2 rifle rounds instead of 1 rifle round. So even though this one is quote unquote rifles, you got some SMGs in there. Better than nothing.
Okay, MIBR moving very quickly towards long here. They're uncontested as well. You're seeing compLexity play very aggressive towards middle with Shazam on this divider area, Def playing in within the connector, and MIBR have exploited this to the max now. They're going to be able to walk into this A bomb site, Dallas, without seeing any CTs to stop them.
Yeah, but still, even though they get into the A site, the bomb has to overcome both Shazam and then Death coming up from underneath in the connector. Fallen, creeping, crawling around the corner, has the shot even though he took one to the face. Now Death comes up. That's going to be a first kill. He's got Fallen dead to rights, but Fallen turns to the right. Death was looking for the second bonus kill, but Fallen just gets tingly, spidey senses, and he flicks on him. And now it's starting to still come apart. I mean, the MIBR keep pulling at that thread, and it's continually to unravel.
Yeah, compLexity will be recovering this AK. Phelps with a little bit of contact onto Stanislaw here. Able to take him down. But will he be able to save as coldzera takes down Ye now? Stanislaw, his whereabouts are known. He's on 8 HP.
Nobody's been on the A site. They're hunting this kill
away
right now. Yeah. Well, because they know, I mean, money is going to have an impact on compLexity
there you go.
in the end, no matter what. But look at these guys. coldzera, Fallen, and Taco. Fallen has 16 grand. And there's no threat, so just go for the kill. You knew that one player got boosted up there, so there's no way that player is able to come around from underneath to that site in time. Here's his first pick from Fallen.
This timing.
Yeah, this is when.
What can you even say about
this? He didn't hear anything. There was no noise.
Well, it was essentially
perfect.
It was essentially just one of those things where he's like, okay, I should probably take a look at connector and just make sure that nobody's coming up those stairs on me. And he's gifted with Death, who actually spotted him, but decided that he was going to look for another kill before actually taking down Fallen. So Death, with some great trigger discipline, actually gets punished for it.
Well, I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference in the end of the day, because you still had a good numbers advantage for MIBR, but it just shows. It's awesome to be able to see the skill of Fallen coming right back, and the promise, I mean, the chosen one.
All right, MIBR now moving towards this middle area on the map. We're going to see Phelps just hiding in this connector right now as coldzera's made his way onto short B. Is patiently waiting for any CTs that might want to get a little bit aggressive or a little bit eager to find a frag.
Yeah, well, short's been owned right now by MIBR, and Def is your isolated player. He's got a Molotov licking at him right now with the MP9. He almost gets it done, but almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes and maybe sometimes Molotovs in this case. So you're going to see a boost in here. MIBR haven't employed this in some time, but it did work out wonderfully the last time they did do it.
Ooh, this is lovely. Now, are they going to be able to find anything, though, as Taco peeking his head over the box, not able to see Stanislaw, not able to see Ye or Sick.
Ye's coming.
Oh, Ye's looking at it, though.
Got
there
him.
It is. Taco still gets the frag.
30 seconds are left on the clock, and with a boost there in short, you got to start to think that it's going to be a B hit. And this, I like this from Sick. Take the fight to them. Don't sit still. Stanislaw picks up the kill as well towards the monster tunnel. This might be the round that compLexity pick off. The clock is to their favor, but the bodies are starting to mount. 2v2, they're wounded. 10 seconds, and it's Stanislaw that rounds out that one. Phelps last man, and he's so far away from the fight. It's compLexity to stop the perfection of MIBR. Finally, they get one.
Yeah, massive round for compLexity, though it might be too little too late, Dallas. A 13-1 scoreline is what we're going to see here. compLexity, Stanislaw had some great shooting within that round to actually hold that site down. A great way to stay alive. You're going to see him just rotating around this pillar, picks up the second kill onto Taco there, and he's just going to burn the time, burn that clock away, and that was great.
I mean, at the end of it, when you look back at it, they had sat there on that boost for, I mean, when they started, it was like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And then they sat there for 15 seconds. So they burned a considerable fraction of the clock off just to get that one kill. You got to think, was it worth it at the end of the day? I guess not.
Now we got a quad boost going on right now as Fur isn't able to exactly hit that jump right off the bat.
Meanwhile, while they're doing this, Ye and Def have actually gone all the way to the bottom of the ladder in connector. This could actually be awesome from the flank. Def might actually spot. I've never seen this before. I've never seen a CT come up and witness the quad boost.
Oh my
they got
goodness!
him. Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
He had him. It was a sight to behold out in front of him.
Oh, coldzera. I love it. Oh my, if that's not a testament to the way MIBR's half is going, I don't know what else to say now. As Taco does take down Sick, we're going to have Stanislaw traded out, but wow, coldzera, what a shot.
Oh, they're coming right through this smoke anyway. coldzera is just by the seat of his pants running in there, and you can see MIBR a little bit looser now. You had something to fight for. You've already obviously won the half, no problem. But now they're a little bit looser than the fact that compLexity have managed to get one round. So they're going to, again, play from behind. This time, Phelps and Fallen, anytime we've seen Fallen in a 2v3 outnumbered clutch, Fallen and company, whoever it may be, managed to win it.
MIBR moving very quickly towards this A bomb site. They're actually going to beat the rotation of Shazam, so they should be able to get the bomb down fairly easily right now. But we do have the flank coming in from Ye, who's moving towards long.
All right. Yeah, their long flank on its way is going to help out a lot. Right now, I think Shazam and Stannis just need to chill out and let that develop. You have an extra body, so play the trades. Don't go in there without all three players on the board.
Okay. Only member in the site will be Phelps. He is going to be taken down by Ye on the flank, leaving Fallen now in this 1v3. Gets the first onto Ye. Can he find the second too?
He's got the second kill as well.
Goodness.
Stanislaus tries to pursue. It doesn't matter at this point. The bomb is beyond gone. Fallen manages to pull off the 1v3 clutch. He's just flicking as hard as he can. The bomb will take them both.
What a round out of Fallen. Hitting some great shots there once again. MIBR could do no wrong on their T-side half. 14-1 is what they're going to finish with Dallas. An absolute stellar performance coming out from the Brazilian side. Fallen ending the half 16-4.
I just love that moment when Def came in and witnessed. I've never seen a CT witness the four-man stack. And it almost froze him in his tracks. He's like, what do I shoot at?
Yeah, he was deciding. He's like, I could take the op. I could take the guy below the op and then get the op. But coldzera says, you're not going to get any of them.
Too many targets. And that seems to be at too many rounds for MIBR as they close out the half 14-1. Got a little shot of us. But anyways, we're coming back for the second half, as short as it may be for Overpass.
I'll show you how it's done. There's no sides, we go inside. The many is the one. You build your walls with faith in God. They never come around. And wonder why we all divide. The burden to be borne. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any different way to paint this picture. A 14-1 first half MIBR's favor, and you can tell by the ADR numbers here.
Yeah.
It has just been a drought for compLexity. Really struggling to get onto the board. I mean, they did get one in there, but there were so many 3v2 clutches, and it just always happened to be Fallen that was alive, paired up with a teammate one way or another. I think it was 3, maybe even 4 of them that they managed to pull off.
Yeah, stellar first half out of Fallen there, ending the scoreline at 16-4. And as now we move into the second half, a 14-1 scoreline, Dallas, is what we're going to have in front of us. And compLexity, well, they've got their work cut out for them, and it all begins with this pistol round.
compLexity's got their work cut out for them. Oh, we got them right where we want them, boys. Fallen gets the first. Shazam trying to stay alive. Actually staying alive long enough to get a kill. 2 kills. All right. MIBR's got the man advantage. Maybe it's a T-sided thing where he managed to pull off the 2v3 clutch. See what ends up happening here. Def, ring around the rosy on the pillar, trying to be as elusive as he possibly can. He's now going to be the last man standing on what technically is a 1v3, even though he had 6 attention helping things out. First on the bomb, and he's off of it now. Stuck it out, and that actually pulls Def way out from his cubby hole. And MIBR on a map point, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, what more can we say, right? compLexity needed that pistol round. They end up going very quickly towards the B bomb site. Shazam picks up some great kills there on the connector players to actually allow his team to not have to worry about the flank too much. But at the end of the day, it's not enough, as MIBR are able to get that 15th round on the board. And right now, compLexity, looking at this bye, just to stay alive in this game.
Yeah, you don't have much to hope for here.
14 rounds in a row.
Can it be done?
It can be done. Anything is possible.
Yeah, well,
as a great basketball player said,
yeah,
anything is possible.
I mean, this would eclipse.
That was Kevin Garnett, by the way.
This was the eclipse the LDLC comeback. So that's yeah, good luck. And actually, MIBR didn't win 14 rounds in a row. compLexity interrupted that. So,
yep, that's true.
Not even MIBR can do it. We'll see.
Okay, a little bit of a boost towards middle right now, and Fur's going to take advantage of that. Some good damage, not able to capitalize on the kill, but Phelps, well, he's going to get it all. Taking down Shazam, Sick, as well as Ye now. Just like that, MIBR turned it into a 4-on-2, and compLexity, well, they don't know what they're going to be doing in this round now.
Yeah, I don't know. Thinking about that second map I was thinking about early on.
Phelps flashes himself, pushes the smoke, and gets absolutely punished for it by Stanislav.
I got this. 3-2 advantage to MIBR. The bomb still hasn't gotten comfortable enough to shift anywhere. As a matter of fact, MIBR managed to stop them, and they're still not directly on the sites. Taco is pushed out through Monster or Short and is at spools and beyond that at this point. So he can alert the 2 teammates that he has left that, likely, even though we don't have connector control, if you roll the dice, 3-sided dice, 2 out of 3 times are going to end up going towards A.
Fallen now aggressing this bathroom area. Doesn't actually spot anything right now. So this is the opportunity for compLexity to move into this A bomb site and actually have an advantage over the compLexity or the MIBR side. But coldzera now rotating towards this bomb site box. He's going to be able to cut this one off. And now he's got a crossfire set up with Fallen as well.
coldzera has a smoke here. He could actually work with this. He spots that Def is going up top, though. It actually rushes him a bit, so he wasn't able to get comfortable, but he's going to re-aggress. With 8 bullets in the mag, he needs the headshots. To his sidearm he goes. Taco, though, on the front end of this one, rather the back end of this one, leaves it all into Def's hands. For all the marbles on map 2. Not going to happen. A 16-1. That's a GG NT on map 2. A completely different animal from compLexity between Dust 2 and Overpass.